Battle of Chalons live finals starting in less than 10 minutes. Battle of Chalons live finals starting in less than 10 minutes. Okay, welcome to the stream. I will be going live in less than 5 minutes, just doing a few tweaks in the background. Battle of Chalons finals live. I will be streaming from SLD again as spectator. Really looking forward to it. Yesterday's semis were really good, and I'm hoping the finals will be even better. I will get underway in a few minutes. Hey everyone, welcome back. We are getting ready to start 4 minutes. You may have noticed I had the wrong thumbnail there. I had the semi-finals one, not the finals. So I've just put that on there. 4 minutes to go. We will be looking at SLD from a spectator's point of view. Not sure if we're going to see any battle reports, but we will keep our fingers crossed. And if the if the finals are anything like the semi-finals, then we're in for a really, really good day. Because yesterday it was literally, even in the last 10 minutes, apart from SLD who ran away with it, literally anyone could have got that second place from the other three that were competing. I can imagine today's finals is going to be a lot harder for SLD. Of course, you're going to be having all the big guns, all that have won potentially their round in this, so it should be very, very exciting. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for SLD. I am a massive SLD supporter. I don't know them. I don't know anyone from the Alliance, but of course when you are streaming someone, you certainly take a little bit from them and support them all the way, and that's what I will be doing today. So let's go over to the game while we're waiting. How many minutes are we away? We are literally 3 minutes away. You are currently looking at my account, which is a 2.8 billion defense keep. I say defense, I'm working on it all the time, and I'm working on it all the time with you guys. You just got to retweet Royal Thief. I'll take the Royal Thief down. So yeah, this is my account. I'm working on it all the time, and I'll be completely honest, before I started this channel, the Empire Build Academy, this was terrible. And doing this, making the videos, doing the research, all them kind of things has made my account much better than it is. It's certainly not perfect, and if you watch one of my recent videos very soon, I was talking about my generals, my subordinate city generals. I was casually going through them, looking at the equipment that they all have, and you will notice, not that one there, oh yeah, Dominant Parthian. You will notice that all these 6 pieces of equipment should be matching and should be exactly the same. But guess what? When you go through them, they're not. They're mixed up. Some have the correct ones and some don't. So even though I've been doing this channel for quite a while, I'm still making mistakes. So hopefully, going forward, with all your help, I can continue to improve this account. Are we at 1 o'clock yet? Not quite. So I don't think if I go into the world I'll be there, but I'll have a look. No, I'm not. Just also making sure that the sound issues and the sound is perfectly fine. So if you can just give me a thumbs up to say that the sound is perfect, that would be amazing. Already got 10 people watching. Already got 6 likes. I don't think I've ever had that. So my previous record, I think, was 19. I can't remember, genuinely. So I want to try and beat that today. So if you are watching, click that like button. Okay, we are at 1 o'clock. No, still waiting for it to tick over. I'm getting impatient. 30 seconds by the game time. Okay, little delay. Okay. Be interesting to see who they're matched up with today as well. It's 1 o'clock. Am I in? Let's go. Not yet. Waiting for it. Yeah, we're literally, I'm in, but it's a case of waiting for Evony to do their work, and at the moment, I'm not in. So I'm literally just waiting for that to happen. In fact, what I am going to do, just while I'm waiting, is I'm going to exit and go back in just in case I need to do that. So you are going to see a black screen a minute for a moment while I do that. And let's go back in. Okay, let's go back in. Keep our fingers crossed. Maybe I have it. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Spectator 158 needed to come out. Go back in. Let's have a look at the battlefield map, shall we? We all know that SLD are going to be good. JDW, USA, ATB are the opponents today. I don't know too much about any of them. And let's have a look. So has anyone ever heard of JDW, USA, ATB? let's go and have a look in the far corner and see who is over here. We have JDW. There's a 43, 40. Oh, there's a K48. So that's the first thing I can see. 57 billion. So they are looking pretty hot. I can also see a 45 as well. They're going to be pretty frightening, I reckon. Yeah, the old classic. If it doesn't work, switch it off. Try it again. Let's go to the opposite side and see who's over here. And over here we have USA. And USA have 47s, 44s, 44s. I'm just looking to see if there's any biggies. It looks like they are, with all 40 plus keeps, is looking like the thing. Let's have a look at power of some of these people. 8.7 billion. We've got another 48. And he's 42 billion. They are 42 billion. So let's continue having a look at the final team today. SLD are going to have their work cut out because there are some big, strong sides in this. And ATB, Till I Come, is a brilliant song, and we are supporting them today. ATB only in music, I agree. 43, it was a classic tune, it really was. 44, what else have we got? 49. Wow, I don't even think I've ever seen a 49. 49, and I'll tell you now that our SLD, who I'm following, I think they're going to struggle because they don't have anyone above 45. I'm sure of it. And all three of these opponents all have very strong, I'm assuming, rally setter. Unless there's even more bigger people. 49, I've never seen a 49. I genuinely haven't. So the buffs on this are going to be insane. View Alliance, can I? No, I can't. Can I view the members? Yes, I can. Let's have a look at what else is down here. We've got oh yeah, Viper, that's the one. Level 50, 51 billion. They've also got a 22.7 billion. Are we ready to start yet? Not yet. 2 minutes to go. Just going to have a quick glance at the R4s on each one if I get time to do that. Let's go back to the battlefield map. Let's go all the way back over to this one. I'm just going to have a look at the kind of people. They've got a 49 as well. 0. And they've got a 48. Wow. This is going to be crazy. Well, I wonder what they're saying in chat, actually. Because surely they are realising that this is going to be pretty difficult today. But they are a really, really good team. Honestly, SLD, I've been really impressed with watching them. But 49 in this. And like I say, it's not just that. Again, if we go into one of these, let's go into 0, View Alliance, View Members, 20.3, 42, 100.5 billion, 0, 100.5 billion. Wow. There is going to be a lot of burning keeps today. And let's see, have I got time? I've got probably 30 seconds. Can I get back over to... No way, I can't. Sorry guys, couldn't see the last one. This is going to be interesting, and it's going to be very, very tough. Let's see what happens in this particular final. What I've looked at there, SLD, I don't fancy them at all. Let's go. Right, let's have a look at the battlefield map. We can see that SLD have already chose their spot. They're already over here. This is where they're going. And we're already starting with, I'm assuming, reinforcements rather than it looks like it. They're all raining. Everyone's raining the bigs is the idea, it looks like, from SLD. We've just got to wait for how quick these scores and how quick these people get zeroed. SLD genuinely are the ones that everyone will be looking to attack, in my opinion. But of course, you've got to get everyone. You've got to get everyone. They're showing that Viper. Viper is not as... I thought 49 Viper was impressive, but 0. 4,900 billion. That's crazy. If you are watching for the first time, it would be much appreciated if you could do a like, or give me a like, should I say, on this particular live. And also give me a follow if you are not already. Let's go and have a look at the early scores. Just having a look. Can't see much going on at the moment. Let's have a look at the early scores. very, very early days. Nothing is really going on at the moment. You're expecting Zero to be the big fish today, getting big scores, I would anticipate. We've got an alliance war going on over here. No, that has already expired. 18 people watching. Really appreciate you for joining in and following this particular final. If you are following someone in particular, then please do let me know who that is. Let's go back to the battlefield map and see a lot of red in terms of what's been taken in terms of buildings. Started an alliance war against Zirmal. Let's go over there. It's ATB that we're going to. They've already moved, it looks like, so that one didn't happen. Where are we going to next? I'm going to quickly look at these early scores. JDW 28,000, USA 46,000, Against the Beast ATB 27,000, and Shield, as expected, are going to struggle. Started another alliance war, that was ages ago. There's already a 42 burning from ATB. How many heal speed ups are going to be used today, I wonder. Score detail, I'm going to keep an eye on this because this is going to change all the time. USA 47,000, ATB 41,000. Zero is from USA, already starting to creep up. And so is Viper, which we expected because they are a 49 as well. Started an alliance war against Rangzi. What's that? No, Rangzi. Already stopped. Let's continue to... like I say, I just want to, at the beginning, just get a feel for who's doing what. And it does look like Viper and Zero are going to be the big players here today. JDW already looking like they're struggling. Shield have got nothing at all at the moment. It looks like they're not really being targeted or anything at the moment, or sort of getting their rallies away. They're going after what's this one? Jambo from ATB. But again, it looks like people are jumping very, very quickly as well. Yeah, exactly. How much has been spent to get to the fight? I don't even want to know. I really don't. Battlefield map. How many people have turned up? SLD 17, JDW 20, USA 23, ATB 20. Let's come back off that. Let's have a look. We've got a rally going against... Do you know who hasn't turned up for them, actually? Is Young Daddy. Is it Young Dad? Is it Young Daddy? I think it was. And he was the one who sets all the rallies. And at the moment, it doesn't look like that is the case at the moment. It looks like the second player, Ziz, is doing that for SLD. Shared a battle report. That is for scouting. Not a problem. Again, let's go back to that score detail. How quickly is this changing? USA, 67,000. As expected, Zero is already on 16,000 scores. ATB in second place, 43,000. The Continental JDW are on 35,000. If you have just joined the live, then please do consider giving me a follow if you're not already following me. Let's go back to the battlefield map. No, let's have a look at this. No, it's all right. I'm just keeping an eye on SLD and seeing if they're setting anything at the moment. It's a really, really slow start from SLD. I'm just double checking as well. There was no issue with the screen. Okay. Score detail again. Let's go back to it. This is the early stage. Viper and Zero are the two people that are big. If you just joined us, Zero is a 100 billion K49. Viper is a 50 plus billion, also K49. USA starting to really attack. 114,000. They're already double second place ATB. And you've got to say, I can't see anyone challenging USA at this point. Although, obviously, with those few K49s around, there's still the potential for that to happen. In terms of SLD and what they're going to be doing, I was really hopeful for SLD today until I've seen the matchup and who they are against. And it's really, really difficult. And also, again, when I go into the chat, their main rally setter is not there. So that's not going to be very useful or very helpful either. And again, they're getting no rallies going at all. And they know they're not going to get rallies going because other people will be going after them first. And also, I don't think they're going to have the strength. Look at this now. USA, 169,000. They are pulling away. Has anyone ever heard of Zero before? Maybe they are someone who is very well known within the game. I've never come across this particular account, this particular person before. I've never seen a K49. I've never seen a 100 billion account personally. I know they exist, but I've never actually physically seen one. What's this battle report? We've got a defenses lost battle report. And this is literally a 0 from a rally. Let's have a look at the troop buffs in this and see what we're messing with. So this was from JDW Boobs AK-47, 54.1 billion. The ranged attack there is 6687, defense 4568, HP 4940. And to be fair to GGS USA, they were never ever going to stand a chance in that particular rally. We have some insane buffs being shared, and this person isn't even the biggest. I actually don't know how you'd approach this. I really don't. I don't know. I don't even know how the other two that have got the K49s and the K48s go against 0. I really don't. 204,000 pulling away shield. Now woken up. They're now on 69,000 and actually challenging the other two and catching them up. But we've got the 2 from 0 and Nay USA on 29,000. I'm just going to have a look who is actually... There we go, the Shiznit. Maybe that was some defensive stuff going on there. Ziz has 13,000 from SLD as well. Let's have a look at some more battle reports. We're getting a few battle reports. Defenses 1 from Shiznit. I told you it was going to be a defenses 1. And it was also from the same person. Wow. That is a power exchange and a half there going on. Troop buff. Much better in terms of the defense. And we've got a 2,700 ranged attack debuff going on there as well. I'm happy to see a few more battle reports today. We've already got a couple. And we're only 15 minutes into the battle. Has that changed much? Well, actually, it's put Shield in second place. 109,000. 247,000. Server 1776. USA America are running away with it. I'd love someone to challenge. I really would. And I hope it isn't going to be the easiest victory of the Battle of Chalons finals. But it absolutely could be. It really could. I'm just going to leave the scores there. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, this is crazy. Going back to the scores, because I'm seeing here 350,000. That's crazy. It really is. Where am I? There I am. It's alright. I have to flick through the screens when doing the live stream on PC. Sometimes I get a bit confused, but I've now got back to where I need to be. Score detail. As I said, in first place, USA, 353,000. Second place is JDW, but I expect this to be changing between second, third, and fourth. And if you are just joining, USA 353,000, 100 billion, K49. In second place, I said, was JDW. In third place is Shield. That's who I'm spectating for. And then in fourth place, against the Beast. Now, just to let you know, Shield actually have, on paper, what looks the worst team, because there's K49s floating around on the other 3. K48s, K49s. Got a couple of IDs shared there from Milady Anonymous. That's a great point, because I forgot to mention that. If you are watching the stream, drop in your Evony ID, drop in all of your teammates' IDs as well. I'll pass it across to Evony. There's some small rewards. They're nothing spectacular, but they all add up, and I will send it across to Evony for that. Let's go and have a look at if we've got anything else in chats and see if there's anything else that's being shared. 4,117 attack debuff. Wow. It's crazy. Some of the things are just crazy. They really are. We will go back to some of them debuffs in a moment. Battlefield map, who's turned up? We've got more, actually. SLD of 17, JDW of 21, USA have 24, ATB have 20. And let's go back to those scores again. Are they changing much? Well, they are in reference USA, because they have double, more than double, what the second team has, JDW, on 168,000. Let's have a look at some of the individual scores, actually. So I'm just going to go down this slowly. 0 is a K49 100 billion on 67,000. Viper is also a K49. I think they were around the 50 billion mark on 61,000. So they can still definitely be a threat. We've got Nate McUSA on 55,000 from USA as well. JDW Boobs AK-47, 41,000. Believe Rally Setter for JDW. USA Boundless, 40,000. Young Dad, he's here. I knew he was the Rally Setter, and this is why they may be making a bit of a difference for SLD. Already on 37,000 in 6th place. Shiznit from also SLD and Ziz are in 7th and 8th. JDW, Trish, 9th. EGO in 10th for USA. I'm going to go slowly down the other scores. I'll shout out a random few people. We've got Butcher Fred in 16th place. We've got Gimme That Serb in 21st place for ATB. Twirl Girl is also in 22nd place for ATB. Who else have we got? Let's go down and further. Let's have a look. We got Seth, 31st. We got Burger in 36. We got Yoda in 42nd. We got Rangzi in 48th. Sarface, 88 for SLD in 52. We've got Snoopy, 58. We've got Cats, 59. Let's go down to the last ones. Eadwig in 68th. We've actually got a decent turnout for the final. Dizzy Easy in 73rd. And it looks like we're 80 plus, which is not a bad turnout at all. And in 82nd place is Dirt Jr. Very good. Let's go back to these battle reports. Let's see what's going on. Someone has scouted Zero City. Why not? Let's have a look at what he's got in there. We've got a Defense General, Takanaka Shigaru on 12.2 million with Champlain in the assistant role. And look at the level 16s that this person has. 18 million, pretty much of everything of the T16s. I wonder how many they've got going further down in terms of trying to attack this account. I reckon it's going to be ridiculous. What have we got? We've got actually not 855 million T1, but they probably don't need to worry about that because no one's going to ever hit them, especially with all those higher tiers, which there are plenty of. 10 million plus, it looks like, just from a layered perspective. Okay, let's continue. Let's have a look at the score detail now. 393,000 for America, server 1776. Second place, the Continental JDW, server 1747, 174,000. In third place, Against the Beast, ATB, 164,000. And in final place, fourth place, is Shield, but it is the final, so they are very chuffed, I'm sure, that they've made it this far. Server 1706 on 130,000. If you have just joined the live, do me a favour, hit that like button. Helps me with YouTube algorithms and it'd be much appreciated. And also, do drop your ID into the chat as well. Basically what happens is I send that across to Evony. They do their little work and send you some small rewards in your email. And all you need to do is drop your game ID, your Evony game ID, into the chat. And of course, if you've got more than one, please do send them. I'll send them all across. Let's go back to the chat and see if there's anything going on in there. A lot of medical tents being shared. I'm sure there's lots of people who need medical tents. But what I can see is there's not many rallies going like yesterday. If you watched yesterday, they are an awesome unit in terms of how they set their rallies. But today, they've got no chance because there's no rallies that are going to be viable for them to set. And I agree with that. No one can beat USA. It's more the fight for second place, and it really is. And if we go to the score detail, we're not even going to look at USA. We're not even going to consider them. They've won. They've gone. Let's have a look at this race for second place, which is between SLD, JDW, ATB. And it is pretty close, although Shield are starting to fall off a little bit, but they're 57,000 behind. Actually, Zero is not the number one individual score now. Viper for ATB, which is also a K49, 94,000. There's obviously some decent rallies and some decent defences going on there as well. 22 people in the chat, still only 7 likes. I'm trying to aim for 10. I can achieve 10. I'm sure I can. Let's have a look at the battlefield map. Anyone else turned up? No, they haven't. We can see a sea of red with a sprinkling of blue for the buildings. They've got 3. They're probably being taken all the time. Let's go into the chat. Shared a battle report. Who's this person? Oh, this is a building, it looks like. It is. Let's come off that. Let's go back into, that was the portal that was being shared. I feel really, really disappointed. There's no real rallies that can be set by these guys. It would be awesome to show you just how good they really are at the rallies. They join them so quick, but I'm sure once we get to finals levels and we start looking at all the different teams, they're all going to be a little bit like that as well. Lucky Luna, I can see an ID that has been shared. I will send that across. And I'm now on 8 likes, guys. 8. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, is that how many I got?
I think that was the most.
Just been informed, actually. The most I've got on a video when doing a live is 27. So that is going to be tough to beat. I've already hit my target anyway. I've hit 10. That's what I wanted for today. It's fine. Let's go back to the score details. Second place is becoming a 2-horse race between JDW and ATB. JDW 209,000, ATB 197,000, Shield sadly 135,000. But if I learned anything from yesterday's semi-finals, it was that you can't write anyone off at the beginning. We can obviously write off first place in this, but we can't write off Shield because stranger things have happened. There was so much to and throwing yesterday between positions that I've learnt my lesson. Anything can change very, very quickly. Although JDW, ATB definitely have the stronger, larger keeps than Shield do. Chris Barker, or Chris Barser, has shared their ID. I will send that across. And 12 likes, that's amazing. I've beat my target by 2. Amazing, amazing. Score detail, what we got? Anything changing? I want to see Shield make a comeback. It's a really tight race, actually, between JDW or JDW and ATB. Is just reading the chat there. JDW came 2nd or 3rd in the last Chalons, so they are a decent outfit again. And again, Boobs AK-47, 62,000. I believe they are a K-48, if I remember rightly from when I was looking. Let's go back over here. Battle reports. We've got nothing different 6 seconds ago. That's the portal. We've got someone City being skated. Let's have a look at it. Who is this? JDW, Anadam, Isaac Brock, 8.3 million. Nothing really to shout about there. But again, it's the potential for someone to hiss. That is definitely what that is being shared for. 2-2, look at these two. 2-2-3, 2-2-3, like literally 300 between them. in trying to go for that second place. Viper is still in the lead individual scores, 101,000. And I can tell you now, all of these people in this score, in this list, are not going to finish last, because I'm going to finish last with 0, because I'm a spectator and not taking part. So we can say that whoever's at the bottom, I'm last. 82, Dirt Junior, 32 scores. Subu's 2, probably a farm, 85. Aki 2021, Bazooka 161. We've got 2 Dot Sahil 165, Neil on 200, Angel on 202, Giloco 301, Abe 328, Dizzy Izzy 415. The reason I'm shouting them out is because it's all important when you are playing these battles, and even those little individual scores also play a part. Okay, where are we at on the scores? JDW taking a little bit more of a lead. Again, America 479. That puts them roughly 238,000 ahead in this battle. We also have in third place is Against the Beast, server 1782, server 1706, 176,000. And while we wait for some action from SLD, let me know what kind of keep you guys are. I am a K38. I'm just going to jump out very quick. K38? I'm a K39. Just going to show you very quickly. This is my account. This is what I'm doing. I'm building a T1 defense stroke trap. Probably transitioning soon more to defense. And this account was actually terrible before I started getting information off you people out there. It's now getting better. And I appreciate all the work that's gone into sharing advice in my videos, and I'm still making mistakes. If you've seen some of my latest videos, you will see that that is still the case. Still got a bit of work to do. I've got 400 million T1, but again, being a K39, that's nothing now, is it, with the K45s and plus. Battlefield map, let's go to where SLD are on the map. This is where they are. It takes a couple of seconds for the PC version to sort of catch up with itself in displaying the graphics. As you can see there, it's taking a little while. Let's go back to the chat. Anything going on at all? It's really strange, actually, that you're not seeing a single rally being set by SLD. And again, if you would have watched the battles yesterday in the semi-finals, they were so good at doing all of this. That's just a nice, easy piece of attacking there. It's just having a look at. I just want to see if it was a big one, but it wasn't. Yeah, SLD was so good yesterday in setting rallies. Today, they're not even going to get close, are they? They really are not. There's none even being set. Okay. Score detail. 216,000 now, Shield. Maybe there could be a slow creep up. But as someone mentioned in the comments earlier, JDW came second or third in their last Chalons. So they are a decent outfit. USA 0 is now in first place for the individual scores. Courtney shared their ID. That will go across as well to Evony. In second place, JDW, 6,000 ahead of ATP Against the Beast. Ziz for SLD is on 101,000. Impressive individual score from them. I'm assuming a few of that must be defense reports. So I don't know if we're going to potentially see something from Ziz, maybe in the chats. It looks like they were sharing it not long ago, so they are obviously getting attacked. The reinforcements are doing well. 6.5 billion is the keep level at the moment. I don't know what they were at the beginning, but either way, they're clearly defending pretty decent at the moment. 22 people watching. Amazing. Really glad that you could all join me for this final. Do go and check out some of my other Evony videos and help my T1 defense become even better. Maybe there is something you can see or spot that needs improving. Okay, just going to leave the scores. I'll be back in 30 seconds. So I can see there is some more IDs, and you actually notice there from TC7112, they've actually shared 3. Not a problem at all. I will send all of them across. I don't really care how many you send, to be honest. It's an easy piece of work for me to do, sending them to Evony at the end. Scores, I need to come off and go back in because sometimes it doesn't catch up with itself. And we've still got that battle going on in second place for JDW versus ATB. Shield are 60,000 behind. You can't rule them out. You just never know in terms of trying to make it a 3-horse race for that second place. What have we got? They've got force porting going on. It's a really tough battle. Who are you guys following? Is anyone actually following anyone in particular in today's final? That would be interesting to know. Scout report, that's for the portal. Let's have a look. We can't even go to where the others are because there's no rally setting to genuinely find them. I mean, obviously what I can do is go and do things like this to see if they're randomly... Look at that, USA, found you. I found you, USA. You were by this building. And let me have a look at what's going on. So let's have a look how many they got. So they've got a few burning 44 castles, which just shows you how crazy difficult it really is in here. And we are looking for... So they've got a 48 there, Namac USA. And where is... They've got a 47 as well in Boundless. Butcher Fred. A very, very decent outfit. There's a lot of strong players in that particular alliance. Let's go and see if we can find anyone else. So that was over there. Let's go over here and see if there's anyone over by this building, which it doesn't look like there is. Let's go over to the hospital. Normally someone gathering, someone putting their alliance all around here, but it doesn't look like that is the case today. We've got a few SLDs that are being floated around. People are just literally trying to escape. Let's go back to the battlefield map. Where else shall we go and have a look? We've got another hospital over here. Is there anyone over by this one? No, there isn't. We can see USA have taken control of that. Let's go back to the scores. Zero and Viper are also having an individual battle. Oh, really? POB should have been... What happened in that particular semi-final then? To have JDW go in over POB. What I was going to say there was there's an individual battle for the individual scores between Zero and Viper. 145,000 from Zero. If you're just joining, I'll say again, 100 billion account K49. Viper, 50 plus billion account K49. They are obviously the rally setters for USA and ATB. We went and had a look at Zero's account. Someone had actually gone and scouted them. And it's exactly what you would expect for a 100 billion account. No one is laying a glove on that account. Viper is definitely challenging for those individual honours. Let's click in and see what today is all about. This is the rewards preview. If we go into the total ranking rewards for the Major League, this is what it's showing you. You will get a cultural subordinate city key for the Mayor Famous City. And then there's some other awesome stuff as well going further down the line. And continuing down, just showing you exactly what is on offer today for these particular rewards. And go all the way down and straight down to the bottom. I'm just going straight down to the bottom because I'm really intrigued. Okay, so this is. I just wanted to see if it was showing you what everyone can win, and it is showing you what everyone can win. So the top 4 that have all made it to this particular final are actually going to end up with some decent rewards. So it doesn't really matter. That's what first place are going to get. That is what USA are going to get, and then the others are going to get these as well. And they are still ending up with that subordinate city, that mayor, 2nd to 5th. Is this for alliance or is this for individual scores? Maybe that's individual scores. And then we've got the round rewards as well. Haven't seen the video. Apparently there is controversy. We love controversy in Evony. I need to know what's going on now. I'm going to be coming off this stream, going and searching and seeing exactly what has gone on. Let's have an updated score. Look at that. 26163. Okay. Server 1776636. The Continental are now 13,000 behind ATB. ATB in 2nd place there, of course, though. When you've got someone like Viper pushing along those scores, already in 1st place now, 151,000. That's going to be a really, really interesting battle. I'm sure someone like Zero, 100 billion account, K49, would be expecting to finish in 1st place. That's what I believe. Shield trying their best to stay with. That's all you can do at the moment, is try and stay with JDW and ATB on 261,000. But if you looked at the beginning, you would know that Shield are always up against it. They have, I think their biggest keep is a K45, and I believe that is for Young Dad, who's in 10th place with the scores there. And yeah, the other 3 alliances have K46 pluses floating around their alliance. Let's go and have a look at what's going on here. Defense is 1 from Dreamfire. Let's have a look. So this is a small battle. We like the small battles. 870 million at the time, playing 400.8 million. And there was a decent exchange there for SLD. Let's go and have a look at their Dreamfire, should I say. Let's have a look at their lovely buffs. 1568. It's not bad at all, is it? It's nice to see those attacks. It's not always about the big, gigantic keeps having their battles. We know it's obviously a thing, but one thing I do like about Evony is you can still have your little bit of fun regardless of your size. Where are we at? We've got 23 people watching. I don't know how many IDs I've got in the chat, but I will say it again. There is a few there I can see. Much better than yesterday. I didn't have many at all yesterday for the semi-finals to send across to Evony to send you some small rewards in your email. All I need is your game ID and also your friends, alliance members as well, family members. If you know other people's IDs, share them as well, and I'll send them across to Evony. I've got 16 likes on the video. That is more than I was anticipating today. I was only aiming for 10, so much appreciated for that. Let's go back to the chat. What else have we got going on in chat? There's a few shares, all very quiet, obviously, in relation to rallies. It's going to be very, very difficult to get involved. Battlefield map, we've got a few blue. We'd like to see that. We've got five different buildings that are occupied by SLD at the moment. And let's come off this and go to the latest scores. Is anything going to change? ATB 329, Continental 318, 262 for Shield. Let's go down the scores. ItchJ has shared their ID. I will send that across. Viper is 7,000 ahead in the individual scores. But look at this from SLD and Ziz on 137. Making a push for individual honours. Well done to them. I will again shout out some random ones that I haven't shouted out before. Res Forever. We've also got Johnny Apples. We've got Yaps. We've got Noble Wit. We've got One Low Sierra in 29th place. We have Midwest Best in 34th. USA Exo 38th. Snack Queen 41 for JDW on 8,000. We've got Hitchan in 46, 5,933. We've got, who else have we got? Let's shout out some different ones. We've got Mike from HR. I need to have a word with him. In 57th place. We've got Bacon from Bacon from on 62nd place in 2,352. And let's go down to the bottom. Who else have we got at the bottom? I want to shout someone different, so I'm going to shout out Aki 2021, 115 scores, 82nd place. There's some more IDs been shared. Kirsty has shared a couple. Chris Barsa has also shared another one. Yamjing has also shared. Can we get a 17th like on this video? Live, should I say. Score details. Oh no, I've just been on there. What am I doing? I've just been there. Let's go back into the Alliance chats. Nothing going on in here. No, all very quiet. 14 billion. Midwest best. Yes. That's what you're going to get, really, from the Alliance chat today. But it has actually benefited in some other battle reports being shared. Yesterday, I think I had one. The whole event. Whereas today, we're only 45 minutes into the event, and I've already had quite a few that I've been able to share. So that is one thing that has come from them obviously struggling in today's battle. I was looking for people around the map. Let's continue to go and do that. Let's go and see if we can find some random people. Let's go back to USA. I think they were over here, weren't they, by the rally hall? Yes, they were. This is USA if you're just joining late. This is a K48 is here. Let me show you the K48. Rallies be. Is that rally? And that's got to be surely reinforcement. I'm sure 0 is the rally setter. USA, let's have a look anyway. Nay, detail, 22.6 billion. 0, detail, 66 billion. Well, they started at 100 billion, so that is, what's that, 34 billion, quick maths off that. So that's not too bad. I'm getting some really decent IDs being shared. This is definitely pleasing, and is going to make me actually have something to do at the end of this particular live when I share them across. And like I say, I don't care how many you share them all. Obviously don't make up numbers, but definitely share them all is what I'm saying. We've got a few burning castles. Mighty Mouse USA 42, they are burning. We've got,
The only benefit to that would be to get you to do extra work.
yeah, exactly. That's why I said it, just in case people were planning to prank me and just give me loads of numbers. That was just being rejected. Okay, we've got a 44 McLovin is burning, 809 million. I guess if you are part of the USA team, what I would say today, if you are part of that USA team, you haven't really got to worry about wasting speed ups, have you? You just got to turn up, do your thing, help in a little bit in terms of what you're doing. Maybe you're going for some kind of individual scores or something like that. But to be perfectly honest, it's a free ride, isn't it, in today's final? Let's go back to the score details. I'm just waiting for Shield to try and make it an interesting one with JDW and ATB, but it's not happening. USA America, server 1776, 697,000. Second place is against the best. I'm sure I said against the beast earlier. Server 1782, 361,000. JDW, the Continental, server 1747, 348,000. Shield in fourth place. They have made it to the final. Server 1706, 285,000. Let's shout out the top 10. ATB Viper 178,000 for them. 0 in second place, strongest in the game, 158,000. SLD Ziz 151,000. I believe that's coming a lot from defense. Fourth place is Namak USA with 110,000 for USA. Fifth, JDW Boobs AK-47. They are the rally setter for them, I believe, 101,000. Sixth is Boundless from USA, 81,000. Bino 25 or Bino 25, JDW 57,000. USA Ego in 8th, 52,000. Kenji JDW in 9th, 47,000. And then 10th and 11th, I'll shout both of them out just because I'm following, the Shiznit and Young Dad from SLD. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But I really do want a little bit of a comeback from SLD, just because I've been following them literally from the I can't say that word. I'll try and say it, preliminary. One of those words. You just get them sometimes. That's my word. Yeah, I've been sharing them since then, and I just feel like now that I'm just rooting for anything from them. And the fact that Ziz is in 3rd place and they're also in 10th and 11th is enough for me. Let's go back to the chat. Waiting for anything in relation to a battle report. Just intrigued, and I'm still very intrigued as well in this individual score battle between I can't believe I'm saying this, Ziz, who is a K44, I believe they're a K44, is challenging the 100 billion K49 for 2nd place. That just shows you what can happen on Evony when you consider how much, and obviously Ziz has spent quite a bit. That is for sure. They'll have spent quite a bit, but nowhere near, not even close to what Zero has spent. And there they are with just 5,000 points separating the two. I will leave the scores up. I will be back in 30 seconds. Okay, I am back. You may hear the kettle in the background. Apologies for that. It's time for a cuppa. What I'm interested in, actually, while I'm just checking the scores, is it'd be really cool to know where people are from and also your keep level. So if you could whack in the chat your country. I know a lot of people are from the US of A, but it'd be awesome to know what country are you from and also your keep level. We've got the scores. Let's go and double check that and give them a refresh. And it looks like we're starting to have a... Sorry about that. Okay, so yes. UK K40. Whereabouts in the UK? I'm clearly from the UK. I'm from Birmingham. Don't live Birmingham anymore. Still live Midlandy. But yeah, Birmingham I left that. Albania K38. Strictly free to play. Excellent. And what size is that K38? USA K35. 2,400%. A K35 from the Netherlands. This is really cool. This is like literally a mixture from all across the world. That's pretty cool, that is. Also, as well, do make sure you have shared your IDs as well. We've got another free-to-play. Chris Barca, 3792. I don't know if it's Barca or Barca, and I don't know if it's any relation to Barcelona, being a Barcelona fan, or not. But that's the way I'm looking at it. What does one need to do to become a spectator? Do you know what? It's actually quite easy. They do it all via Facebook. So what you need to originally do is fill out a very simple form, and it's just a case of saying who you are, what's your streaming channel. So are you doing it on Twitch? Are you doing it on YouTube? Where and how are you streaming? And then once you've done that first form, they will then go and do their checks. I think everyone gets accepted. I don't think it's one of those that anyone gets rejected. And then what you then do is every time there's a Battle of Chalons on, or a Battle of Guatemala, etc., all of those, All-Star Battlefield, you do it for all of them. And all I do now is just speak to them on Messenger via Facebook. And then they'll just send me a message. Are you streaming the semi-finals, the final? Then all I have to do is you can actually choose who you want to stream. So sometimes I shout out in one of my videos that I'm going to be doing the stream. If anyone wants me to stream them, then I'm happy to do that. And if not, I'll just go and randomly pick someone.
Can't just be a spectator without streaming, though, don't you?
No, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just mention that in case they meant.
Yeah, as in spectator, you do need to be a streamer. So that's the reason. So once I've chosen my alliance that I'm sharing, so I said server 1706. I've shared that with Evony via WhatsApp. Give them the YouTube channel name. Give them the YouTube link that I'll be doing, because you will need to schedule your stream so that they can officially say, yes, you are a streamer. And then once you've done that, they will then do the stuff behind to give you the access to that particular alliance. And that's how it works. Awesome. What else have we got? Let's have a look in the comments. USA free-to-play K40. Again, awesome. 1.2 billion. Because from time to time I go offline and shed off all the troops. Do you know what? I keep having this thing where I keep going, I'm going to be a K40. I'm going to be a trap account. I'm going to be a defense account. And then sometimes I get rid of some troops and then I'll build them back. I've probably wasted a couple of billion in doing that, to be perfectly honest. Barca fan indeed. They're doing very well at the moment. I hope, I'm a Liverpool fan, I hope that Barca win the title. That's all I'm saying, because I hate Real Madrid. There we go. What else? Yeah, Barca fan. I'm more PvE too. And you're welcome, Courtney. No problem at all. And then Yamjing has shared their ID. Shall we do some updated scores before I go and make that cup of tea? If anyone wants anything, let me know. I am T2 Sugars. Okay, let's have a look. ATB. No, let's do the individual scores first. And they are starting to separate out a little bit with an hour to go. USA, America, 806,000. Second place, now a 40,000 ahead against the best server, 1782. They also have Viper as well in there doing their rallies. JDW, the Continental server 1747 402,000. Shield is 1706 330,000. That is who I am the spectator of. 18 likes we now have on the live. I was aiming for 10, so I've smashed that out of the water. Talking of smashing out of the water, sorry, just 1 second. I know. There we go. It's all right. I knew England were in trouble in the cricket, and I just needed to know what the England won. That's all we need to know. Okay. So individual scores. Viper is the K49 50 billion account for ATB, 218,000. Zero, if you are just joining, K49 100 billion, 185,000. Ziz, doing it for the smaller keeps, I think is a K44 just doing defending. Obviously will be involved in rallies, but a lot of that score has come from defence today. 172,000. Fourth place, Namak USA is not in fourth place anymore. It literally changed as we were reading that out. Boobs AK47, JDW, their rally setter, 133,000. Namak USA is on 131,000. Boundless USA 693. Bino in 7th place, JDW 73,000. USA Ego 8th, 67. JDW Kenji 63,000. And then we've got Res Forever 50,000 in 10th place. Let's shout out some randoms. Trish in 13th place. Pen Phoenix, I don't think I shouted that name out before. 15th, USA 33,000. We've got Yaps from ATB. Let's go down. We've got Frank's One Tank. We've also got Spangled. We've got Sicario. McLovin, I've seen that castle actually. They were burning, if I remember rightly. 16,000 scores. The scores become very, very low as you start working your way down. One Low Sierra, the Sir, Twirl Girl, Swamp Donkey. Some cool names, isn't there? King Jamabo or Jambo. We've got Vibs. We've got Apparella. We've got the Angel. Raptor Jath. Mike from HR, if you heard me earlier, I do need to speak to Mike. If you are watching, I'm having a few problems, so get in touch. Cats, Dreamfire. I've seen Dreamfire, actually. SLD, I think they're doing a bit in terms of the chatting that's going on. We've got Lego Chan. And then lastly, the last few, RIP Tie Guy, Neil, Hostel, Scorpions, and Dirt Junior. With those 30, I mean, it's joint 85th, isn't it? Really, for Scorpions and Dirt Junior. So that is that. I'm going to leave these scores on. I'm going to make that cup of tea. I'll be back. Okay, the tea is made. I am now going to be refreshed. Let's have a look at what's going on. I want a challenge. I want to go back onto these scores now, and I want to see SLD making a challenge. I want them to finish third. So that is what I'm wishing, and I have absolutely not got my wish. Okay. USA 856. JDW now into second place 464. Against the best is 454. And sadly, I knew it from the beginning. It always looked like a tough ask for the server 1706. In reference the attack and buff reports, I'm a spectator, which means I need these being shared in here. I need battle reports being shared by SLD. Now, there has been one or two. So let's have a look at this one. But this is, it's going to be a poor one. So in terms of those buffs, they're not going to be great on that. We've had a few decent defense reports. Let's go and find the last one. Defense is lost. What? Whoa. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look at this. Defense is lost. 40 billion. So here we go. This is a solo attack with reinforcements. And it was Viper who's in second place. They are a K49. And in reference their buffs, let's go and have a look. 7,069% on the attack. Defense 4861, HP 5157. To be, no disrespect to Mendelian, we all have to be at some point within our journey, within our Evony thing. Couldn't get my words out. So they're, oh, whoa. I didn't mean to do that. What did I do? So yeah, when we go into their troop buffs, they're not going to have much in reference to obviously even debuffing or anything. So that was always going to be a problem with the attacks there. So that was a poor one, unfortunately, for Mendelian. But like I say, they could be early in their journey. They really could. We had a few earlier ones that were quite decent, but I will always keep an eye out in SLD, and anything that we see as a battle report, I will jump on it straight away. What I am able to do is try... yesterday, if you'd have watched the semi-finals with me yesterday, I was actually streaming SLD, and I was streaming all... I was streaming the semi-finals. And it was a really, really good example of how to be an attack unit. Now, unfortunately, if I was on looking at USA today, we'd have seen some really, really decent reports. But, I mean, just look how powerful they are. They've got a 49 in 0. We know how strong 0 is, of course. We will have a look at their power. They were 100 billion earlier. They're now 53 billion. So they've lost 47 billion in reference to being in here so far today. Just reading the chat. Kirsty is from Scotland. Keep 40. Hang on, once I got flying. What else we got? We got another ID being shared from Wandiandira. There we go. Sometimes I have to read something a few times. Arthur Evans is Revs 1986, server 1582, K42, 26.4 billion flat refine keep. I've been working a lot on my refines recently, and it's getting better, but there's still work that needs to be done. I'll tell you one thing that actually, well, I'll jump back into the scores in a minute. I'll tell you one thing that I've been terrible at, and it's one of the hardest things for me on this game is without a doubt, Blazons. I have been so bad on Blazons, and the reason I've been so bad is because I've been bad from the beginning on it. So you're looking at this. This is me actually trying to repair it. And if I go into all the different ones, you can see I've not got any of the reds or anything. Oh, it was so bad. Let's look at the mounted troop as an example in here. So I've got a defending mounted troop attack. That's good. Reinforcing. I mean, to be honest, with T1s being the majority of my troops, it's not really going to do much in reference to those percentage keeps. So it's probably not going to hurt me too much. But that's what it is with Evony. There's so many different areas that you have to go and look at things. You know, you go into your dragons and making sure all your refines are correct in there. Again, I'll mention my subordinate city generals are wrong. not completely wrong, but they're wrong as in this should be a set of 6 Parthian that should all be the same. But again, when I go through all the different ones, you will notice there are a few things that I've got wrong. And again, it will always be from the beginning. So if you are following my Empire Build Academy channel, you will know that I've started again in server 2123, where I'm hoping I don't make any more of those mistakes. So it's one of those. I'm hoping, like I say, with all the help that I get from the Evony community out there, and trust me, there really is. I'm a big believer that you should be looking everywhere and anywhere for advice. And I watch other YouTube channels. I watch. I built my own website, Empire Build Academy, and as soon as I'm finding things on there, I will show you that quickly because it's my life, so I can. So let's go and jump into this. This is what my website looks like. That's one of my latest videos as a pop-up. But this is my website, just to show you, empirebuildacademy.com. Built it all myself. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. This streaming journey and this website journey has literally started at the age of 48. Because I'm 48 years old, and it just goes to show that if you are someone that wants to try this, if you are someone that thinks, can I do it? The answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. And this is where I've got all my guides, all that kind of thing. I'm working through it as I go along. If I went on to Evony and just showed you what that looked like, this is the different guides. So I've got beginner guide, all this. I'm calling it the 9-step process for all the different guides. But again, let's go back to the game. Anyone can start that journey. Genuinely, if you are someone who's watching this and thinking, could I possibly do the same thing? Yes, you absolutely can. Let's go back to some of the scores and see what's going on there. But before I do that, I'll just take a cheeky little swig of my tea. We actually all did it wrong. Yeah, I'm still doing it wrong. Genuinely, I'm still doing it wrong. Evony should rethink to provide more data to streamers in the Chalons without the need to be a member of a specific alliance or wait for battle reports to be shared. I would love it. It would make my day. I'm going to be doing something actually on this channel. And I'm definitely going to do it more with the Zero to Hero account, the server 2123. I want to share some of the battles from the beginning. And actually, I can also do it with my K39 account as well. They get involved on Discord when they're doing their battles. So I will live stream some of those battles so you can see exactly how something is working. I know there are other people doing the streams today that are part of a battle, and obviously that is a real advantage when streaming these things because there's so much more you can do. But I agree, it would be awesome if they could give us more in reference being able to share the different things. Latest scores on the doors. USA America 904,000, incredible score when you consider we've still got 45 minutes of the battle to go. In second place and third place, I'm going to say they're both in the same because it's really, really close. 488,000 plays 489,000. And we've got the Shield SLD server 1706. That's the one I am the spectator of. 340,000. And then the individual scores. Viper is on 242. 0 on 225. Ziz has fallen away, but still going to be very, very proud of their individual score of 179,000. You are a streamer and just like a sports commentator who provides context for all the sides. That's made my day, that has. I've always wanted to be a sports commentator. It was a dream of mine when I was growing up. In max T1, T2 CAS, 500 million T1, T2 ground arc, and we've got ground layer heavy. And then you need the info from both sides. Yes, you do. You genuinely do. I like to have a look and break down these defense reports. I like to break down the attack reports. And like I say, maybe going forward in the future, this is something that could absolutely happen. Let's have a look in the chats.
There's plenty of sports commentators you could replace.
Yes, there is. Michael Owen. Let's have a look at what's going on. I'm just going to see if there's any latest reports. Attacks lost. That's a 508. No, we're not going to look at that one. I'm choosing specific reports that are going to give us some decent information as to what's going on. And it looks like we've got another attacks one there. What was that one? I'm not going to look at that. Sorry if I've ruined your dreams of that report being shared, but I want to see big ones. What's this one? I think I shared this one, didn't I, already? Yes, I did. So there's nothing really massively that's been shared in chat. Even at 48 for a sports commentator, I could. You know, I should start a new channel where I commentate on all the latest football. There are actually people who do it, aren't there? There's people who will set up their screen and have all the info running across while commentating, watching the football match on live TV. Obviously, you can't stream the match yourself. But, you know, as you said, 48, why not? Score detail 492. This is the battle, isn't it? There's two battles going on that are now decent. The first battle is second, third between Continental against the best. They're both on 492,000. They have been from the very beginning. Also, individual scores between first and second. Viper is a 50 billion K49. Zero is a 100 billion K49, and they are both going on the individual. Actually, Rahata, no, I haven't, but I have noticed it and I will sort it. If you could just send me the information again, I can definitely do that on one of my videos. I will definitely 100% do that. I wish Chalons was more balanced. The new simple medical tents were a good feature to add, but slow to heal up. I think more normal medical tents would see ways more fighting and more gameplay. Definitely could. T1 heavy keeps, low siege layers. How do you protect the archers in a big siege rally? I will leave that to the commentators. Unfortunately for me, it's what level is my keep? My level is a K39. Yeah, the big siege rally. How do you protect your archers? I will leave that to the experts. If you've seen the video, my videos recently, the expert is not me. The expert is all you guys out there, genuinely, and I mean that 100%. You are, without doubt, the experts. Let's go and see if there's anything else. Shared a battle report. We've got a defensive one. It was from a 48.3 billion Viper hit on Ziz. Now, this is actually interesting because Ziz has been doing so good with the defense, and we now actually get to see the report. Ziz is in third place. Viper is in first place. And you can see on the power exchange, very, very good. So let's go into the troop buffs and have a look at this. So the ranged attack is 8,371%. I would die within seconds. Defense 5,751, HP 6136. But Ziz has an attack of 5257, defense 4542, HP 4575. Look at that debuff. That one right there. I'll put a big red circle around it just because it's so impressive. 4,185% debuff. Defense 1962 and HP 1801. That is incredible. And this is why Ziz... I'm not taking part in this if you're thinking I'm involved in this particular one. I'm just a spectator, and I am just part of a spectator of SLD who can get to see their battles. It says it up here actually at the top. I'll just put a little circle around it. So I'm not taking part. I've got 0 scores, and yeah, just sharing the battle itself, and that's why it would be better if I had more information to share. There are a lot of people out there that are obviously streaming and being a part of it, and it's something that I would definitely want to do a little bit more in the future. But in reference to today, that's not the case. I'm going to go and finish off my tea. Back in 30 seconds. Okay, so we are back, and now we actually have a little bit of an understanding as to why Ziz is doing so well in this battle. If you are just joining late, let's catch up with everything that's going on. USA, different level, way too many powerful keeps. First place, 971,000. In second place, battling with third place, is ATB against the best versus JDW. Only 5,000 separating them in the scores. Shield is the team that I am spectating from, so I'm not a part of their battle, but I am able to see their chats and anything they share in chats. And then we've got the individual scores going on, and this is an interesting battle of its own. Viper, 49, K49, 50 billion at the start, 252,000. 0, 243,000. K49, 100 billion. And Ziz, I was getting a little bit confused with Ziz and how they were getting their scores. Just going to go to there, just use my lovely little circle because I'm really happy. Ziz SLD, 187,000. We now actually understand why. And the reason why is quite simply these buffs. And I'm going to show them again because it shows you some insane attack and it shows you some insane defense as well. So this is Ziz. They hardly lost anything. They lost 1.1 billion and 217 million in reinforcement power. But look at the lost power from Viper. 1.3 billion and 1.2 billion in reinforcements. In crazy, crazy exchange. This is the reason why. Have a look at this defense here. Have a look at this attack here. And then let's work our way further down. And then this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Look at those debuffs from Ziz. That is crazy. They are not going to lose much. Yes, I am from Birmingham. Yes. I've tried to disguise the Birmingham accent. I've tried to get rid of it over time. Hopefully I'm achieving that. The debuffs, yeah, that is insane. I've never seen debuffs that good. I genuinely haven't. I'd like to know someone else has seen debuffs of that strength from anyone else anywhere before. What is the top debuffs that you've seen? Maybe it could be a K49 that's got insane debuffs. Do let me know in the comments if you've seen anything better than that. Let's go back to the chat and see if there's anything else that's been shared. One thing that hasn't been shared for a while is IDs. So that is what I need you to do. I need you to find out your gamer ID for Evony. I need you to share it in the chat. I've got quite a few that I need to send across to Evony. The rewards are small, but they're still worth doing. Yeah, absolutely. I could have played that part, I reckon. Well, I couldn't, but you know. Again, I'm dreaming. It's all part of that dream. But he played it really well. Actually, when I watched Peaky Blinders, I didn't actually know at the beginning that he wasn't Brummy. That's how well he played it. Genuinely excellent Brummy accent. Let's have a look. 25 people watching. Like I say, I don't think I have 25 people in the comments with the stream with your ID. That's what I need first. Second, I need to know where you're from. I know a few people have said we've got a mixture of people from all around the world. USA, Netherlands, should I say, Albania. May have missed a few out. There was a few from the UK as well. So 27 people watching. Let me know where you're from. Let me know the size of your keep. And then lastly, give me a like on this live. No, I was just thinking. I'm on 18. My record is 27. I've got 35 minutes to go. Not probably. I'm not going to beat my 27 likes.
With everyone
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a chance. But
you just got to push it.
Yeah. I just got to aim. I just got to aim. Aim for the stars. Reach the moon. That's what they say, isn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. So everyone, right now, stop whatever you're doing. Share your ID. Share your keep, and then finally finish off by hitting the like button.
Got someone from
Pakistan, that's awesome. British, we've got Arthur Evans, British on my server, and then we've got Rahata Rahatali Kayani, I do apologise for pronunciations, from Pakistan, and keeps a K30. That's what you mentioned, wasn't it? K30. Let's see if we can get some people helping you in the chat. Rahatali was talking about keeping their K30. What is the best way for a K30 to defend? Now, my honest opinion would be that it would be difficult, because the reason, first and foremost, is you need your forge at K33 for the better equipment. So that's the first thing. To go and get the decent equipment that you can put on your sub-city generals and your defence general, you need to be a K33. So that would be my first advice. Get to K33 and then start looking at that better equipment. And then, of course, it's building your T1 troops up. And there's so many things that go into improving your account. You know, I could be here for forever. I said before, refines, dragons, blazons. We've now even got the wishful dome. There's so many different areas that can improve things that it is very difficult. Let's go back to the scores. We are having battles, so let's continue seeing these battles. And it is still going on between Against the Best and the Continental, although there is a 15,000 difference in the scores. That likes has gone up to 19. Appreciate that. So someone's hit that like button. Thank you. 29 watching. I think that is the biggest of the day that we've had watching in one go. K33 from Saudi Arabia. Majetsk 9912. Business Traveller, India, K39. There is another ID as well. I will definitely share that. Talking about these battles that are going on, we've also got a really interesting one between Viper and Zero, first and second. 261,000 plays 254,000. Zero, K49, 100 billion account. Viper is a K49, 50 billion account. Carnation Fountain is another one that helps with stats. They're everywhere. They really are. There's so many different things. And this is why I've seen, and I'm sure you have as well, lots of accounts, lots of keeps in the past that are clearly spenders but don't know what they're doing. And because they don't know what they're doing, they'll have their wrong generals on the wall. They'll have the wrong generals on the subordinate cities. They'll have the wrong equipment that's debuffing the wrong things. The refines will be percentages when they should be flats. And then we'll have the same on the attack, where the percentages will be the wrong troop type and all this kind of stuff. So even if what my advice here is, if you are someone that started on this game and you're thinking, can you achieve? Yes, you can if you learn the game. There's a lot of games out there that are just, they don't really put much emphasis in the stats behind what you have to do. So you just go out there, you build the biggest army, you build the biggest general, you build the biggest equipment. That's it, game over. This one's a little bit different. There's a little bit more that goes on behind the mechanics of defending and attacking. We've got 20 likes and 30 watching.
33 people watching.
Was it 33? Wow, 33. That's awesome, that is.
32 now on here.
Hit the like, thumbs up, guys. Helps this channel and keeps it in the algorithms. It absolutely does, 1000%. There are people still finding my channel now, even though I've been running for nearly a year. It's a year in March, actually. And there are still people finding my account saying, I had a beautiful comment, actually, from someone yesterday. I can't remember exactly who it's from, but it was a beautiful comment where they was turning around saying they'd learned so much from me watching my videos. And, that's the kind of thing I want. I'm not here to be boasting that I'm the biggest account. I'm not here to boast that I'm the best defense account. I'm not here to say everything I do or say is correct, because it isn't. And that's why I want to build a community. And the Evony community is one of the best for sharing information. The Reddit, Evony TKR Reddit, is brilliant for people sharing information. And without doubt, it's one of the best games I've played for that.
Someone from Germany.
21 likes, 31 watching, and we've got someone from Germany. Doherty Uag, Germany, K33.
Someone said you had a nice accent.
Somebody said I had a nice accent. Lucky Luna.
It's because you sound like, I can't remember his name now.
What, Peaky Blinder?
Yeah, what was his name?
Can't remember.
Oh, God.
It begins with C.
Well, Killian Murphy.
Oh, you know Killian.
Yeah,
Okay.
the character.
Arthur Shelby.
No, yeah, Tommy Shelby.
Tommy Shelby. There you go.
that's
That
it,
helps you.
thank you.
That helps you. Okay, well, let's run down these as well. 1510 Alliance Lup, and keep name is Aldia Sally. What we need is someone to build an LLM just for Evony. You query what you want to achieve, and poof, the path is shown. Yes, you need info to grow. Before coronation was given to all, it's used to give the server with it. Free RSS healing. Shame it's gone now. That was a big bonus for helping the server grow. Then we've got the German Doherty UAG with the idea that's been shared. Arthur Evans. We have a K30 T1 groundkeep that causes everyone issues. There's nothing better. I absolutely love it. I really do. I always thought, actually, genuinely, that my buffs are really good. And now I've looked today and realised they're terrible because I feel so weak compared to Ziz, who's fallen into 4th place because Nate McUSAE has now taken over in there, but it's still a brilliant achievement. When you consider 187,000, the majority of that will have come from defence is very, very good indeed. Where are we at? Score detail.
You're only 5 away from beating your last target.
22. I've got 22 likes. I'm only 5 likes away from the most ever. 7 more likes to beat the previous target, 27. Thanks for all the support. That is exactly the issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
32 watching. We might even do it. If all 32 hit that like button, I'd beat the record. It'd be done. I didn't even think it was possible earlier when I had my 10. Stranger things have happened. Okay, let's shout out some random names. And I'm not going to shout out anyone from the top 10 because I don't have to. Young Dad, that is the rally setter for SLD in 14th place. Penn Phoenix, USA, 16th. We've got Yaps 17 ATB, Gimme That Serb 19th, APC is in 20th, ZB468. I'm trying to shout out people I haven't shouted out. I think I've pretty much gone through everyone. Shoe Swap, I haven't shouted out Shoe Swap. 28th place, Noble Wit, Stockhawk, Covert. We've got Dracon, looks like, The Sir, 12 Goals, Seth, 1 Low Sierra, Swamp Donkey, Mighty Mouses, IML, Angel, USA, EXO, Snack Queen, Hitchan, Burger, Devil Jab, King Jambo, Vibs, Rangzi, Luke, Apparella, Yoda Yoda, Ember, Eadwig, Twinkle Star, Raptor Jath, Snoopy, Crush, Mike from HR, Bacon, Sarface, 88, N3WF, I'll shout that out. Probably he's trying to spell something, I'm not seeing it. Noof, maybe. Anadam, Cats, Billy Bob, Faisal Hamim, Dreamfire, Lego Chan, BP 2.0, GGS USA, Sana, Ghost, Joe, Abe, The King Emp, Dizzy Izzy, Bazooka, Juloco, 2 Ossahill, RIP, Tyguy, Neil, Hostel, Aki 2021, Subu's 2, Mendelian, Scorpions, Dirt Junior, hit that like button. Just because I read all the names, basically. 25.
Yay!
25, I'm only
3
2.
more, 3 more.
3 more to equal. Oh, no, it went down to 24.
Someone unliked.
Someone unliked. I don't know what I did. Whatever I did wrong, I apologise. I'm sorry. If I hit 1 more, I will have to take away the like. What else have we got?
Someone did. Maybe it was.
Yeah, we have a K32 one. Oh, yeah, that was it. 7 more likes to beat the previous target. Revs 1986 has shared their ID. Yes, Arthur Evans has shared the ID. Remember, you can also share your IDs from other people as well. So if you've got friends, if you've got people that you know the ID of, or you can get hold of their ID, shall we say, you can also do that. Actually, what you could also do, if you really wanted to, is you could go into your alliance, like so. I'm trying to have a work out where I'm at on here. No, that's not what I want to do. It's not. Oh, okay. I can't see my alliance because I'm in here. But anyway, you can just jump into your alliance and look at people's ID and then share them all.
You got it back again.
Got it back again. Yay, 25. It's actually a decent turnout for the final. How many in total views? I can actually see this. 437 views. So that's pretty cool.
Amazing.
That's pretty cool. Pretty impressive. You seen me yesterday. My effort yesterday was very poor because from the very beginning, I messed up the stream. which at 48 years old is not not unexpected. That was the word I was looking for.
No,
Unexpected.
You did all the accidental stuff
Yeah.
before you started
Yeah,
the
I did.
stream.
Yeah, I did.
Smashing bowls.
Smashing bowls. I did all that. At 48 years old, I do all that. I really do. I am the clumsiest person you will ever find. So I might be able to give you some decent info on Evony, but I wouldn't be able to bring you in a cup of tea without drama. Okay, what are we doing? Let's have a look at these scores. 1 million barrier has been broken by USA. Server 1776. We've got ATB against the best in second, 563. And we've got Continental server 1747 is on 534. I noticed. Server 1706 on 352. And Kirsty has shared another ID, I'm assuming from an Alliance member. And Mohammed Adil has shared their ID as well, which is awesome. And let's go and see if we've got any battle reports. We all dead. Yeah, I can imagine that. SLD it's been very, very difficult. Is this a decent exchange? Is this new? It's new. We have a new report. Look at that. So that was 3.3 billion playing 5.8 billion. Ouch. That was a 36 billion playing a 4.2 billion troop buff. Let's have a look. There is the troop buffs. It's 6687 for Grievous. But you can see these debuffs all now look weak just because that one guy had 4,000. One guy, one girl. Not sure 100%. But what I will say is the debuffs of 4,000% is always going to make me feel weak. And 1987 is actually decent debuffs. It's not bad at all. But it was a pretty bad one on the exchange and the points. What have we got? ATB server. Big hands up to them. Yes, they are, by the looks of it, finishing second place, unless there's any late drama. We had some real late drama in yesterday's one, didn't we? It was a real big battle. That's not from this battlefield. What's not from this battlefield? Confused on that one. Not sure. Maybe I said something that
Suzanne
confused. Yeah, Suzanne has shared an ID as well, so yeah. I've got that. I will send that across.
And Dream of Endless wants to know if there's anyone from Sleepy at 339.
From okay,
server?
Yeah, server 339. Server 339 is a very old server. That's another thing I will say. In reference to.
What is the drama? I want to know what the tea is. Because there was something controversial happened earlier as well.
Yeah, that was actually for the other alliance though. That was yeah, it was for apparently POB should have qualified instead of JDW.
Oh, I see.
In yesterday's semi-finals, but I don't know. Oh, it was not from this battlefield. Oh, was it not? There we go. They were sharing an old one. You that was very, very good. If you were the 8th, 229. No, it's not that one. Wrong report. It's not that one. Which one was it? Maybe it was this one down here. No, Mendelian. Maybe it's this one. Either way, it was very well spotted. If you noticed that it was a completely different report. I didn't even think of checking that. I just assumed if it was being shared in here, it was going to be the report from here. Oh, it was Apparella, wasn't it? I remember. Apparella. You are right. It was from yesterday. You deserve likes from everyone just for noticing that. I didn't even notice. I mean, how did I not notice? In all honesty, when it clearly says there, NME. And NME are not even competing in this.
No. Someone said JDW is being accused of trading points.
Oh, that always goes on. It does.
Naughty.
It does. Basically, what you'll do is you'll have people messaging the other person saying, "Can you hit us? Can you hit us? Can we do some defense reports?" And yeah, it definitely goes on. And I think that actually went on in yesterday's one.
Is it cheating or tactics?
Do you know what it is? The problem with cheating is it's cheating if it's 100% not allowed. But there's nothing in the rules that say exchanging points in Battle of Chalons. I don't believe that it isn't. So the only way you can do it is match it and try and do the same thing. So it's a difficult one because I don't think it should happen. I genuinely don't think it should happen, in my opinion, and I think it should be against the rules because it's definitely unfair, especially when you've got people paying, some good money for all the different buffs and the equipment, and then to go and find out that people are exchanging points. It could happen with JDW and ATB. JDW could get in touch with USA right now and say, hit us, so we finish second. So it happens, and the only way you can do it is... okay, thanks for letting us know. Okay, so trading points. It shouldn't happen. I agree it shouldn't happen. I will be back in 2 seconds with the last 15 minutes of the battle. Okay, we are back. We are back with the final 15 minutes of the battle. No, we're not. It's 20 minutes of the battle. And is there going to be any drama? I'm not sure there is. I've got to say, Zero. I'd like to know if they are really going to put in a big, massive effort to try and beat Viper. I think Viper has been first from the very, very beginning. Zero hasn't really been able to catch up those final 10,000 for the individual scores. If you are joining us late, USA have a K49 called Zero in second place, 267,000, 100 billion account. Viper is from ATB, K49 also 50 billion account. So both of them very, very strong in the attack.
No one's catching USA, are they?
Oh no, USA are gone. We decided that a long time ago.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening
No.
to the first hour.
I'm saying it's we decided we're not even going to mention that. They came to this battle and it's not allowed.
It's close between ATB and JDW.
It is. It was actually a lot closer than that. They were actually neck and neck all the way, literally.
What does it stand for?
What?
JDW. ATB.
Oh, I'm not sure. ATB is against the best.
Oh, I see.
But JDW, the jury is out. That's not what it stands for. I just made that up. Try and make it JDW. What does JDW stand for? Let's see who can come up with the best comment for what JDW stands for. I'm going to try and do it now myself. Jack Daniels Whiskey. That's pretty good, isn't it? Jack Daniels Whiskey. That's what I'm going for. Jack Daniels Whiskey, JDW. Can anyone come up with anything better? We've got a few comments. Let's read through this. Probably it's kind of now settled now with the losses from the others. Kind of difficult that Zero can overtake Viper. I agree. Viper will be getting defensive points. No one will try Zero. Correct. That is very, very true. That is very, very true. No one has probably even attempted to hit Zero because they've got that 100 billion account. Sometimes that's the point, isn't it? Is there a point of making your account so powerful that you'll never... Rally setter was called John D. Wick. There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
I still think my Jack Daniels whiskey was better. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I think it deserves a like. Rally setter. Oh yeah, I've just read that one. But you're right. Yeah, Viper, because the power is a little bit lower, that 50 billion. They will be getting some defensive battles where Zero is absolutely getting none because no one's going to be doing it. You're very, very true. Let's make sure that we are refreshed. Let's go have a look. Share the battle report. No. Just see if there's any latest reports in here in the SLD chat. Defense is lost. I think I'd already looked at that one, hadn't I? That was from Viper, this one. 1.9 billion. It was a solo attack as well. So, solo attack with nearly 12 million march. That hurts my brain, that does. 12 million march. I will play this game. Just don't win, that's a good one. I will play this game for the next 10 years, and I will never see 12 million march. It's just not going to happen. And then you throw that in with the buffs of 7,069%. Although, to be fair to Mendelian, the buffs that they've got from their end isn't the best, if I'm being honest, for a 2.7 billion account. No, they're not there. I was just going to go and have a look at what keep level they were as well. Just don't win. JDW.
Just don't win. You asked what could it be?
No. That was Andrew Ludlow. I was trying to have a look at Dream of Endless if they'd done one as well.
Okay.
I didn't see. I was just making sure. Being accused of draining brilliance. Okay. Yeah. Dream of Endless. Was there a suggestion you had, actually? 26 likes. 1 away from equaling. 2 away from taking the lead of my most likes on a live. I didn't think it was possible. I really didn't. It's crazy. So, Dream of Endless, you are in first place today, by the way, for comments.
It's normally me.
It is, first place for comments. So you've also won an award. Who's in second? D4M14N661. And do they give a third place? I'm not 100% sure if there is. Is it just the top 2?
Yeah.
I should shout them out every time as well. I'll shout out anyone, to be honest.
Mohammed said ATB played well.
ATB played well. Let's have a look, actually. We've got less than 15 minutes to go. Let's have a look at the late drama. Yeah, I just looked. There is none. It looks like literally now everything is settling where it is. USA are, of course, going to win this battle. ATB look like, with 15 minutes to go, they've got second place sewn up. JDW, which is Jack Daniels Whiskey, they are in third place with 570,000. And Shield, SLD, is in fourth. By the way, JDW, Jack Daniels Whiskey, that's not what it stands for. It's John D. Wick, we believe. Someone mentioned in the comments. Job done well. I've just noticed that one as well. Job done well. That's a good one.
You got 27. You've equalised.
27, we've equalised, yes. Wanted to see them do worse. Who did you want to see do worse?
ATB,
maybe.
In relation to that?
Yeah, maybe. Individual scores, nothing is going to go and really change in this as well. Viper is now clear, 24,000 ahead. They are going to win first place by the looks of it. Individual honours.
What did
Zero.
you get for winning?
Oh, I did go and show that earlier. Yeah, it was total ranking rewards. And this is what they get.
Okay.
Let me just click on the information.
It's not like they don't get any monetary value.
Oh no! Yeah, there is some decent rewards. Second to fifth.
But not in comparison to what they would have had to have spent to.
Oh no!
To win it in the first place.
No. Let's ask this. In the comments, predictions. How much would it cost to be a K49 100 billion account? I'm actually terrible at trying to judge this. All I know, and I'll just show this actually, I'm a K39, and if I was to go to K40, this is the resources I need to go to K40. Have a look at this. K4, 45, 55, 55, 61. 61 billion, and that's to go to K40. So I'm imagining K49, and then you've got to have 15,812 days of speed ups. So I don't even want to guess at how much it would cost. 250k and CEO of a company. That sounds about right. It's got to be a fortune. 28.
Woo! Dream of Endless said this was the most engagement they had so far in a live stream on YouTube.
Whoop whoop.
And,
That's amazing.
50k and CEO of a company.
That's how much it would cost to be a cave.
Well, you'd have to give your CEO position up, or you'd have to be a CEO.
I think honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to. Like I say, that's probably right. 250k. 250.
To be fair, you can't even buy a house in this country barely for that amount anyway.
But
so.
it's crazy money. Like I say, for me to go to K40 would be hard. Viper pulling away personal points. Yes, they are.
What's personal
28,000 ahead of zero. There's no late dramas. It doesn't look like. What I will do is just slowly go down the scores.
So the person in first place is not. Okay. The person in first place is from ATB.
Yeah.
But collectively, everyone's not got enough points to beat USA.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
USA have a very good all-round team. It's way more than 250k.
Yeah.
It's
Makes me
crazy.
feel sick.
It does make me feel sick.
Yeah.
ATB claims over 1 million invested into their alliance.
What, they're full alliance members, everybody collectively,
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
what
yeah.
it means? Wow. Could save world hunger in a country for that.
That's mental.
Not world hunger, you could save hunger in a country
It's
for that. Man.
mental. It's genuinely mental. It's crazy.
You can tell I'm not a gamer.
No, you're not. You haven't really got a clue what's going on with all of this, have you? Yeah. If I showed you the account, you wouldn't have a clue what's going on. But guess what? Neither do I. And I've been playing it for over 2 years. Right, let's have a go. I'm continuing down the scores, aren't I? I'm continuing down. We haven't got long left now in the battle. I'm not going to shout anyone out. I'm just going to go slowly down, just in case there is anyone individually that you are looking out for in this particular live. Viper win good points from port swap. Do you know what? I can honestly say it's not something I've mastered. I haven't mastered port swap. I tried to do it, and I was like, I don't know if it's my 48-year-old brain can't comprehend it, but I'm terrible. I really am, genuinely. I went K42 yesterday. It broke me lots. How much did that cost?
Broke him as a person or financially?
Both. Broke him. Arthur fell on the floor when he realised that he can't sell that account for what he paid for it.
Gosh.
K42.
I think 60 quid for FIFA's expensive.
But it is crazy though, because K39 I think is expensive. So K42. Incidentally,
I wonder how much you spent on.
Well,
your
there was talking about on this new server that I've started on server 2123. One of the things they have on there is the ability to play this Rising Star event, and within that Rising Star event, one of the things they give away now is you can actually get 30 fragments of a civilization piece of equipment, but in order to get there you'd probably need to spend 400-500 quid. That's what I think, in order to get there, because you need to be VIP 11. I don't know how much it costs from the beginning, like as a beginning server, to get to VIP 11, but I'd imagine it would cost a lot. Judging Dates Wallet is another one for JDW. We're going for this. Jack Daniel's whiskey. I like that. But I like the other ones as well. I like the other ones. There's some really good ones. I'm still going down. It's taking me forever to get to the bottom of JDW and SLD. Vig did a video. It takes like 12 packs a day for weeks to get the compendiums. Oh, really? Wow. Thanks, Matthew, for sharing that. I need to go and watch that video.
Fascinates me.
It really does. And that's the crazy thing. When you think, that's why base building games are the #1 games to be released by anyone now.
Yeah.
If you're gonna spend money on something, releasing one of these is what you want to do.
See, that's the point, isn't it? If you were someone who was going to try and do it, you would probably be able to be smart because you don't open things and you save things.
Oh, I do.
Where I'd be useless, I'd have to spend $1 million because I can't wait to open them.
I'm terrible. Look, I'm actually genuinely. I'm going to do this. I'll share this on this live. Right. I haven't opened anything for ages.
I don't know how you do it. So I
Right?
just don't
No.
open them.
Like
I'm too
genuinely for
impulsive.
ages. And when it comes to me sharing all these, I'm going to do this in one video. I really am going to do this in one video. Look at all this stuff, right? And I haven't opened any of it forever.
Could that not get you further than around?
No. And that's
Depressing.
that's the point. So what I do is I hoard, I save, and then I feel rich for like 1 hour because it feels like I'm opening loads of stuff. That's why I do it.
That's crazy. That I look at that and you're telling me that's not going to.
It's not going to do it. Not going to do a single thing. Not going to do a single thing. But I'm a hoarder. That's what I am. Okay, we're losing track here because there is actually a battle going on. And there is only 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Let's have a look at any late drama. Let's look at it straight away now. First place, server 1776, 1.2 million in first place. In second place is going to be against the best. Server 1782, 636,000. Server 1747, 595,000. And in fourth place, I won't say last, because they made it to the final, is Shield with server 1706 on 356,000. Let's shout out the top 20. Viper 2314 ATB in first, Zero USA in second, Name USAE in third, Boundless fourth, Ziz fifth, Boobs AK-47 sixth, Bino 25 in seventh, Ego eighth, Kenji ninth, Butcher Fred 10th, Res Thorever 11th, The Shiznit in 12th, Triss in 13th, Young Dad in 14th, Frank's One Tank in 15th, 16th is Yaps, 17th is Gimme That Serb, 18th is Lawfa, 19 Pen Phoenix, 20th ZB468. You should see the inventory of Vipers. Yes, I should. Let me just make sure. So free to play always. Best way to be. Best way to
I
be.
wondered what that meant.
Zero has 2 K49s. You should see the inventory of Vipers. I can imagine.
Okay, I've got a question. Is it just as exciting to be a free-to-play account as it is to be someone who does have
100%.
the ability to spend
100%.
$1 million?
The reason there's two big videos on Evony on YouTube, and that is how do I defend, T1 trap, T1 defense, and then how do I attack. The attackers is sort of a attack. If you've got lots of money, you're going to be really powerful. There's not much that really, in all honesty, you still got to know what you're doing. There are people who can spend 10, 15, 20,000 pound on this game and be terrible, and get outdone by a free to play low spender. Because
I understand.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about your generals. It's all about your refines. Evony's one of those where the buffs come from everywhere. Yeah, I've played other games where I don't think it feels like that. The best are the biggest spenders. That's it.
Yeah.
Doesn't go anywhere else. Evony do put a lot into it, so that you do need to know a little bit more in the game mechanics to be able to do that. Let's go in 3 minutes to go. Is there any late drama? Let's have a look. No.
I think it only came up on one. Oh no, two. Yeah, carry on.
Sorry, just having a look at the comments there in the background. If you heard me go silent.
That one there. Oh, that one there. Nadir 300B power.
Nadir 300 billion power we faced in Chalons, solo hitting everyone. Really? 300 billion with their K50? I've never seen a K50. One day I hope to see a K50. I've never physically seen one. I remember I remember playing someone in one of the battles. I think their name was Grandpa, and I thought they were amazing.
I was asking you to show rallies. The score is rising.
I can't show rallies because I'm only able to see the rallies of these people. SLD. What I can do is obviously show the score, but unfortunately I can't show anyone else. We was talking about it earlier, having more information, being able to share as a spectator, and sadly I can't share much. There aren't any K50 yet. Okay, so they are the biggest. There are people creating track buster marches. I've heard about this. I've genuinely heard about this, and people doing that. I want to see, actually. I just want to jump into, I don't know if I can see my mail, but I just want to go into saved very quickly. I'm going to do this very quickly. Where's Grandpa? Because I thought he was the best thing ever. I did, honestly. And he was terrible. Well, he's not terrible. I'm not. There he is. Your Grandpa.
Just ask Gemini to provide an estimate of the cost start from KO.
I thought this person was amazing. Your Grandpa. And then I look at this troop buff now. This is actually what I did defensively. My defences are a little bit better than that. But yeah, I thought they were amazing. I really did. Right, anyway, I can't do that because there's only 2 minutes to go. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. I'm going to leave the scores up. Any last drama? Let's have a look. Just that general to provide an estimate. Total estimated cost 180,000
to 250,000 USD.
Wow. We know what we need to build. What we need to do is build a really big Evony community with lots of us and build our own base building game. Big layers on lower tiers and mixed gens is the answer, I'm assuming, for the trap busting rallies. That's what I was thinking. Trap busting marches. There we go. Okay, so we are literally going to be at the last 10 seconds. It's coming up right now. Let's go and have a look. Click up the scores. 10 seconds to go.
Can we have a last flurry of likes just to hit 30?
Last flurry of likes to hit 30. Possibly. You never know. There might even be people who are watching this back on stream, watching the repeat. You can also do it.
There you go.
There we go. That's the end of the battle. Let's have a look at the final scores. View results. First place, USA, server 17761318. They broke the 1.3 million barrier. Second place is Against the Best, server 1782, 666,000. JDW, which we believe is John D. Wick, is in third place, server 1747, 608,000. Shield, server 1706, finishing fourth. They made it to the final, 356,000. The scores, I will read out the top 20. Viper 2314 finishes with the individual honours. Zero finishes in second with 287,000, and then Nate McUSA in third, 277,000. Fourth is Boundless. Fifth is Boobs. Sixth is Ziz, which was a defensive battle all the way through, 188,000. Big shout out to that. JDW Bino 25, 125,000. 8th is Ego. 9th is Kenji. 10th is Butcher Fred. 11th, Res Thor Ever. 12th is Frank's One Tank, or Frank Z One Tank. 13th, the Shiznit. 14th is Trish. 15th is Young Dad, Rally Setter SLD. 16th is Gimme That Serb. 17th is Yaps Lawfat in 18th. Beebs Kills in 19th. 20th is ZB468. Go slowly down the rest of them for you. And let's have a look. Let's continue all the way down. I hope you really did enjoy the battle today. Obviously, there will be other streams that we can go and watch the repeats of the finals that other people have been streaming. And remember, if you are looking at this thinking, can I do the same? Yes, you absolutely can. I started this channel at 47 years of age. It's growing all the time. And not only is it growing, it's also improving my own individual account, because when I started this at the time, I believe I was a K37. I have improved my account so much from all the information that I've got from all of you people out there. So if you are watching and this is something you're thinking, is it too late to start? The answer is no. Let's always spectate the top teams. Great reports. I'll tell you something, I'm going to do that. I didn't know who was the biggest, but I'm actually going to do my research next time. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find out who is the biggest with the biggest people. So I've got some awesome reports to share. The only problem I have is I can be obviously a spectator of USA, and if they don't share any reports, I've got no reports to share. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I'm gonna. Oh, I've done that thing again. I didn't click leave battlefield, and then now what happens? Watch this. If you don't click leave battlefield, I get stuck in here, and there's no physical way to click. Look, 17,613 days left. But I think when I actually physically leave, it takes me out. But yeah, it won't let me leave. It won't let me leave. That is it. That is it. So yeah, thank you to everyone for joining. 28 likes. Lots of people getting involved.
Love the chat.
It really was. It was a really good active chat today. A lot of people getting involved. I really appreciate that. If you are watching this and you haven't shared your ID, then please do go and share that in the comments now. Share your friend's ID, everything you want, any ones you want, so that I can go and send that to Evony. And that is where I am leaving this. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream very, very soon. Thanks for watching.